Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your Muse Traci and I am your favorite manifestation coach. I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I do offer one-on-one coaching to help you transform and revolutionize your life in all areas. This coaching program is like none other that you will find. This is the way that I would want to be coached, and the way I know will be the last coaching that you will ever need. We work together 2 to 3 times per week, and in between those sessions, you have email access to me as well. We work on going through your history. I want to get to know everything about, what makes you you, basically. And we uncover some patterns that you've experienced in your life. And we go about the process of uncovering your beliefs and your programming, the unwanted programming that you no longer wish to have and, sort of unconsciously create your life with. We go about the process of finding that. Then we change that. We work on rewriting that, processing any emotions from the past, and then practicing gratitude for all the experiences that you've had. And then I will teach you effortless manifestation techniques and the way that manifestation should be, the way that it really is, which is effortless, not struggling, not, exhausting yourself, not any of that. So if you're interested, leave me a comment down below. You can also send me an email. I'll respond to your email as quickly as possible. If you're not sure, you can always book a 1-hour session with me as well and get to know me more personally, one-on-one, to figure out if you want to join my coaching program. All right, you guys. So today we are going to talk all about circumstances do not matter. And I want to go into this in detail, and I want you to really understand, to really be able to live by that, not just have it be a catchphrase that you've heard and you want to believe, but you don't really understand why. Right? If you don't understand why, you can't live by it. You can't integrate it. You can't be it. So I want to make sure that you understand why circumstances don't matter, so that you can live by that. You can totally integrate that into who you are and who you're being. Okay. So your circumstances never matter. And there are 2 main reasons why your circumstances don't matter. The first one is that you created them. You created them, or rather you aligned with them, because creation is finished. And when you select the parallel reality, which contains them through your thoughts, if they're unwanted, it's probably through your thoughts, your fears, your insecurities, your doubts, your worries. It's in that way that you accidentally selected those circumstances, and then voila, here you are. Okay, so they are your creation. That's the first reason why they don't matter. The second reason is creation is finished, and there are infinite parallel realities that simultaneously exist that you are free to shift into at any point. Even in the moment when you're experiencing the unwanted circumstances, you don't have to wait. You're free to shift immediately. So your circumstances don't matter. It's not anything that you have to solve or, overcome or resolve. No, nothing like that. You're free to shift immediately. So this is the habit that you're trying to break. You don't need to react, to think, feel, or believe about your circumstances. Yes, I know circumstances can be, maybe hurtful. When we don't like them, we don't prefer them, they make us feel some type of way, but you don't have to. When you understand who you are and that circumstances are taking their cue from you, you don't have to feel any way about them, right? This is like the basis of the understanding. Again, we're not just trying to have a catchphrase. Circumstances don't matter that you don't actually believe and you can't actually function from that place. It's not really helpful. So you want to really understand why they don't matter. So something that takes a little bit of practice, you have to dehypnotize yourself from the control that you have to dehypnotize yourself from the control of your 3D reality. And you can do this when you have really practiced knowing who you are and knowing what your reality is, right? So it takes a practice. You have to sort of go through your day. This is one of the first things that I teach you in my coaching program. Go through your day, remembering that everything is responding to you. Everything is a result of you. You're training yourself to look through different eyes, right? To look through a different lens, a different filter. It takes a little bit of practice, getting the hang of it. So you start to look through this different lens and see everything through this different filter of, that's my creation. You train yourself to do it. And when you train yourself to do this, it's much more easy to change the story at will. If you understand everything is responding to you, you realize that your circumstances don't matter. Everything is taking its cue from you. The simplest example is like if you stand in front of a mirror, you don't have to react to whatever the mirror is showing you. You just understand that mirror is reflecting me. So if I don't like what the mirror is showing me, then I change myself. Brush my hair, put some makeup on, smile, right? Whatever it is. So here's why. If you struggle with thinking your circumstances do matter, here's why. You think you're a victim to the circumstance. You think that they are being done to you. You think you have no control over them and what is happening. But the reality couldn't be further from the truth. This is a brilliantly designed universe. Everything is a mere reflection of you and your consciousness, whatever you say I am to, right? So in order for you to get to know yourself, that's the purpose. So notice I didn't say in order for you to judge yourself. There's no need to judge yourself, right? You are absolutely perfect and brilliant, and you can't be other than that, period. Nothing else to say about that. You are brilliant and perfect at your core. You're not your programming, you're not your limiting beliefs, you're not even your creation or what you've aligned with in the past. None of that. You are, a perfect, pristine, crystal being, and you can't be other than that. It doesn't matter what your programming is. It doesn't matter what your thoughts are. You're not your programming. You're not your thoughts. You're not your circumstances. You're not your creation. You're not anything other than that pristine, beautiful, crystal, perfect diamond being at your core. So don't be hard on yourself. Just observe. Just notice what is being reflected back to you, right? Just notice, just observe it. I think Neville calls it like an unbiased self-observation. I think that's exactly the words that he uses, the quote. Unbiased. You're not judging yourself. You're not judging the circumstances. When you judge or condemn yourself, you just make it harder to evolve. You just make it harder on you. Okay, so you don't have to do that. It's not actually productive. And remember, you are perfect at your core. You are pristine. You're a diamond. You are crystal at your core. That's who you truly are. So no need to judge yourself. No need to condemn yourself. Just observe what is going on, right? Again, that's the whole design here. Getting to know yourself, getting to know your beliefs, getting to know your programming. Why? For the purpose of creating yourself or recreating yourself anew in every now moment. That's your the opportunity that you have. You have a new opportunity in every moment to choose, yes, I want to keep, doing that so I get more of that reflection, right? If you like the reflection, you just keep doing more of that, assuming more of that, thinking more of that. But if in the now moment you think, oh, I don't like that reflection, This is your opportunity to create yourself anew, to be a different person, to choose something different about yourself first and foremost. And then, yes, maybe about the circumstances, maybe about the environment or the other person, if it's something like that, or about money, whatever it is. This is your now moment, your opportunity to choose and recreate who you are now being. So there's no need to judge, no need to condemn, just observe, right? And this is really the ongoing exercise of creating and recreating who you are, who you now choose to be. It's the process of evolution. It's the process of self-creation. And it's available to you in every single now moment, right? So this is why your circumstances don't matter. You created them. Everything already exists. If there is something that you would actually prefer, then you simply recognize, this is my creation. This is not what I prefer. I'm going to recreate myself in this now moment. I'm going to choose something else within myself in this now moment. I don't need to solve this circumstance. I don't need to resolve this circumstance. I don't need to fix it. I don't need to bargain with it. I don't need to negotiate. Nothing. It's all about going within, right? Only no one to change but self. So going within and changing what you now focus on, what you now believe in, who you now prefer to be. And so your circumstances never matter, you guys. I know I've been seeing a lot of comments with you guys. Maybe you had a fight with someone. Maybe you have this circumstance that seems really overwhelming and sort of solid and real. Your circumstances don't define you, and they are not ever telling you what's available to you, what you get to experience, what you get to have. No, nothing like that. Your circumstances are just showing you what you have previously focused on, what you have previously assumed about yourself to be true. That's it. So again, observe, try not to judge, try not to be hard on yourself. Observe, and if this is not what you prefer to experience, then you go and you make a new decision within yourself. Who do you now choose to be? What do you now choose to assume to be true about yourself, first and foremost, about the other person, about the circumstances? This is your free will. This is what you have the power to do in every now moment. And this is how your circumstances, this is how and why your circumstances don't matter, right? They're taking their cue from you. So you never have to take your cue from them. That's how you would get into this cycle, never-ending cycle that you feel like you can't break out of, taking your cue from something that's already taking its cue from you. So you break this cycle by completely releasing yourself from that. And again, you do that with these two understandings. The understanding that that is your creation and infinite parallel realities already exist. So your solution, your preference already exists. So you release yourself from the circumstances by choosing again. All right, you guys, I know this is a little bit of a shorter video, but it's so simple. It really is. And again, the very first step is remembering who you are. If you don't remember who you are, if you haven't practiced looking at your reality through this lens, this will be hard for you. This will be difficult for you. So if it feels like what I'm saying is difficult, start with that. Start practicing every day, going through your day, remembering that everything is responding to you. Everything is taking its cue from you. Why? For the purpose of getting to know what's going on inside of you. What's going on in your beliefs, what's going on in your programming. Okay, so always starting there. That's it for this video, you guys. Circumstances never matter. Leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.